Hey, what's up guys, Z-Films back from another video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how to basically start a business with YouTube or photography. So there are top three main things that you gotta do before, you gotta think about or do before you start these two things. So basically you gotta think about, number one is, are you really committed to YouTube or photography? Because if you're really not committed, like me, before I wasn't really committed. I had a channel about 2 years ago, and that channel I posted like a couple videos, you know, they weren't anything like special. There was like shoe reviews and stuff like that, but you know, it wasn't really like, oh wow, look at that video. It wasn't interesting, you know what I mean? So I deleted everything from that channel. There's some videos on it, but you know, nothing special. But then I started this channel, Z-Films, you know what I mean? So this channel, first I learned photography and how to use a camera and everything like that. And after I learned that, I started a business. Like I started like a real YouTube channel, like posting regularly and like, you know, frequently. So yeah. That's what you gotta decide on first. Are you really want to do it, or you know, if you don't, then it's just a waste of time, you know. So yeah, the point is, what are you like shooting? Or if you're doing YouTube, then you can use a point and shoot, or you're doing vlogs, you know, you point and shoot. The G7X is a really good camera for vlogging. Me myself, I don't use that. I use a Canon 70D, but yeah, you don't need a Canon 70D. That's what I just have to use, and I really like the quality of it. But a Canon G7X Mark II or what, a Mark I, is really good. And the second thing is, if you're doing portraits or you're doing landscape photography and all, like, you know, or you're doing photography in general, you want a DSLR. And a Canon 70D is a really good beginner DSLR because it has everything you want. It has autofocus, it has you know, detachable lenses, it has everything you need. It's a really good camera for YouTube in general and photography. Yeah, I really like it right now. And if you could use this for YouTube too. But you really have to know, like, really learn YouTube to use this, you know what I mean? Because you gotta learn the aperture, you gotta learn ISO. I learned all that, and now I'm using this. So yeah, I think it's fun. And when I wasn't really, going back to the first point, when I wasn't really committed, I didn't think YouTube was like fun or anything. I did, but like not as much as I think I did now, because I really like photography and I really enjoy YouTube, making videos, editing videos, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, you gotta basically think about what you're shooting, what you're doing, you know, all that, and then you could buy a G7X or like a point and shoot, or a DSLR if you want like a versatility of, like, you know, put 70 to a 200 mm lens on it and getting a really close-up shot, you know, really good bokeh on that. You know, you have to think about all that, and this may sound very confusing, but after you learn it, it's really not, and you know, it's really fun. Alright, so the third point is, what's your price range? And you know, these cameras and all the cameras can get really expensive. You know, like the Canon 70D is, I think, 1200, 1500. So yeah, and that's with the kit lens. And after you become like a proper like photographer, you're gonna want more. Obviously, you can't just rely on you could, like, the kit lenses are really good lenses to start off with, but eventually you want another lens and you want, you know, a little more versatility. So yeah, lenses can get expensive too, you know. Some really nice lenses can go up to like 3 grand, and some, like, you know, but a really good lens, I mentioned this in my last video, really good lens that I don't have, but I have another version of it, is a 50mm Nifty 50. You probably heard of it if you do know a little bit. Nifty 50, that's a great lens if you're starting off with a DSLR and you want a different lens. It's a great lens to for portraits, or, you know, almost like a lot of things. It's really good. G7X can get expensive. I think that's like $600. But you could start off with like a regular point and shoot, like $100. Those are really good. You know, the 1080p quality. You know, those aren't bad either. I just like the 70D because I do both like YouTube and photography, so this is just a perfect match. But the G7X, if you're just doing YouTube, it's a great camera. You know, I would have got that if I was just doing YouTube, because that was a really good option. It's very small, you know, you could take it everywhere, and I do vlogging, so you know that was a really good option. But I decided to go with this because I got a really good price on it. Alright guys, so that was basically it for this video. Tell me guys what you thought. Please give this video a like, and yeah, thanks for watching. It's been Z Films. Peace.